from Chiggy Chanka. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little Man United news video for you. I hope you're all doing well today. Who's in here? We've got Heiko. Guten Tag, Heiko. Guten Nacht. Paul van der Beek, what's going on? The United Way, hello to you too. John Anderson. Over to John Anderson. Footy Talk, Atrex, Kayam, High Times United, Miguel Rios, Sarr Voulon. Sorry, just Sarr. It's Jim Joe Bobley, Kelly Clough, High Times, Paul van der Beek, Footy Talk, The Big Fish. Everyone else, thank you so much for getting in here. Powell Brick, Aaron Armstrong, Miguel Rios, MBG, Guten Tag. Pig, says he. Georgie Best. Hey, it's only JK Gamers, my favourite GTA YouTuber. How's it going there, man? Shout out to this guy, by the way, if you like GTA, which probably not a lot of you do because this is, after all, a Football Man United channel. But if you do, then check out JK Gamers because that guy's a legend. Thank you, dude, for getting in here. John, Daz Milton, Bernard Hudson, Schick Canto, Heiko Firestorm Tiger, High Times United, Ice Queen Gaming, That United Family, Kelly Clough, JJ Powell. Great to have all you legends tuning in, getting involved today. Do us a favour. Smash that like button, leave a little thumbs up on the video if you can, that'd be awesome of you. And get involved throughout, give it a share on social media as well if you can. Right then, so let's get into the latest Manchester United news of the day. We've got a little bit to talk about, there's a bunch of stuff going on. The first one being really Paul Pogba. You know Paul Pogba, that £80 million, £89 million slab of mess that just sits in and around Manchester United's midfield, not doing very much indeed. And he's been obviously quite a passenger of a player for the last 5 years at Manchester United. Most players have grown a little bit, let's say, disenchanted with Paul Pogba, myself included, because he's on £300,000 sterling a week to play absolutely bloody bang average, my friends. You know? And if we're being honest now, he's never lived up to the hype. He has had a great career. He has won the World Cup with France. He has, of course, done all sorts of bits over in Serie A for Juventus, one of the best teams in the world also. But when it actually counts for Manchester United in a red shirt, at Old Trafford or any other stadium that we might play at, he has been absolutely bang average, my friends. Wouldn't we all agree with that? I mean, that's how I feel anyway, you know, that's how I feel. It does absolutely suck that we've still got problems in this side after spending so much money. You know, we spent £80 million on Slabby Maguire, who's basically like having an £80 million concrete breeze block in the centre of your back line, which obviously isn't good for you. And by the way, sorry guys, I'm missing super chats galore here, guys. I'm sorry. Let me just do a little bit of crowd work here, and then we'll get into the main news, because otherwise I'm gonna just forget everybody. So Ryan Burberspin 9, dude, thank you so much for the £3 super chat there. Say it simply with a little kitty cat saying, how's it going? It's going good, Ryan Burberspin 9. I hope you are doing good as well today, matey. I'm doing a bit better. I'm drugged up to the nines. My throat doesn't feel quite as mashed in because I didn't do an afternoon video today. So I'm just chilling, just been chilling really. FIFA tricks and tips, what's going on? Ice Queen Gaming, how you doing? Kelly Clough. Yes, it's great to see you all. And also Dave MUFC Whitehead with a super chat here says, sell him, he's absolutely minge. He's absolutely minge. Dude, I've heard some summarisations of Paul Pogba, but I've never heard anybody say he's absolutely minge. But I like it. I like your style, dude. I do. I like your moves. Thank you very much for that, Dave. So then, I agree with you. Ultimately, Paul Pogba is just a little bit too minge for Manchester United. I think that's a good way of putting it, Dave. He's not really ever lived up to it in the centre of the park for us. And look, there's actually talks. The reason I'm talking about this and speaking of this video right now is because Manchester United are understood to have perhaps restarted, should I say, negotiations with Paul Pogba over a new contract. We obviously have the option, I think, to extend a year there. And also in regards to Jesse Lingard as well, it's understood we might be looking to extend that contract for an extra year. So I'm just going to pose the question to you lads and lasses right now who are watching the live chat. Do you want Paul Pogba to extend his contract at Manchester United beyond the agreed term, the current term? Or do you think that it's time that maybe Manchester United look to cash in and sell him? So just write yes or no, basically. Do you think he should be given a new contract at Manchester United? Put yes or no or stick a Y in the live chat, lads and lasses, and we shall see what the fan base actually thinks. Over 100 of you watching, thanks for getting in here. Please do us a massive favour, smash the like button. Smash the like on it, oh yeah. Eliam Gonzalez, what's going on, bro? Ben Firth comments, Pogba needs to be played further forward and more to the left of a midfield three with Bruno in the middle and Donny on the right, Cavani up top with rotating strikers, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood. Fair play to you, Ben Thurf. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think his best position is in any capacity playing in a two-man midfield. He doesn't defend, man. He can't defend at all. You know, what we need is like, you know, we need like Robert Kardashian in footballing terms in that position. You know, somebody who can really defend you. Instead, he's representing himself out there and it's not going too well. So I do think that Pogba, yeah, he's not the great defensively. He's good at creating. He's good at doing the business in terms of going forward and scoring. Well, supposed to score goals. But he's never going to be played in that correct position for Manchester United, I don't think, because we've got Bruno Fernandes there, who's literally way better than him when it comes to creating and doing all sorts of bits and leadership. Never mind the character. You know, let's just forget about, never mind the football. What about the character of these guys? What about Bruno Fernandes' character? Because Paul Pogba, whenever things not going 100% his way out there, he shrivels up, man. He shrivels up. He gets a couple of little raisins down there. You know, it's not good. And I would like to see a little bit more cojones from the man when it comes to being a character and a leader in this midfield. He's supposed to be this big talismanic player, this huge player for France, this huge player for United, this big icon. But I don't see any of that when he's actually playing for United. I see a scared little boy, in all honesty, who doesn't actually have the capabilities to lead and drive this team forward. That's what I see anyway, my friends. Okay, let's have a look at your votes then, everybody. Hey, Ice Cream Gaming, how are you tonight? Last Avenger 85, Anthony Evelyn, great to see you. Kivs 2703, he says, what's up, big? What's up, Kivs? Good to see you, man. K44 Vars says, bench Pogba and Maguire. They think they're untouchable. Dude, they're a combined 169, million pounds. What the hell's that all about? We spent 169 million pounds on Maguire and Pogba, and these guys are literally stinking up the place. I mean, it's so frustrating. I mean, you can understand it from a lesser player, somebody that is supposed to not be this big star, but everybody puts all this hype around Paul Pogba. They say he's the best player in the world. Some people actually will make you a world 11 right now, the best 11 players in the world, and they will put Paul Pogba in that world 11. I'm not even joking. I couldn't even put him in the best 11 for Manchester United, if I'm being honest right now, let alone the world. But there's some people out there that would put Paul Pogba in the world 11. So then, let's have a look at the votes. There's lots of people saying yeah. There's lots of people saying yeah, we should sell the guy. There's also lots of people saying no. Sorry, yes, we should give him a new contract. There's also lots of people saying no. Kenny Clough says no. Aaron Homeyard, he says yes. Atrex says only if he's invested in the project, which is another big question, which is another big thing. I mean, the news came out today. Transfer podcast, Fabrizio Romano, I think also alluded to it and said that Paul Pogba, if it wasn't for him getting the coronavirus in this summer transfer window, he would be a Juventus player again now. That is what was said today, and whether or not that's true, you know, we won't know. Obviously, he did get the corona and he did have to quarantine and he wasn't able to play for United or travel anywhere or do any other business. Although the window was open on the 5th, you know what I mean? It was still open on the 5th, and he didn't have Rona then. He was playing for Manchester United, so I find that a little bit BS, to be honest with you. But look, mate, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. I personally think that that's probably not the case. I think the problem with Paul Pogba is, at this moment in time, he's also priced out the market because he's a big-named asset. He's a huge player. He's a big star. He's got all these millions of followers on social media, and he's just a massive icon globally, and certainly like a hero of France. This is somebody that obviously lifted the World Cup with France in 2018, and he's just a very, very popular player around the globe. And obviously that whole marketability and the fact that he is on £300,000 a week and everything, it just puts his price up significantly. His price is astronomical for the sort of player that you're actually getting right now. Now, a little while ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, we'd have probably talked about Paul Pogba as being a £100+ million player. That's what we would sell him for. But the contract is dwindling out. And on top of that, his performances over the last year or two have just been bang averagely shite, my friends. Like, I've been sickened to the stomach, my friends, with the absolute bang average performances of Paul Pogba consistently in a United shirt. So, to me, it's going to be difficult to sell him unless we sell him for not a lot of money, which is a bit of a shame because we paid £89 million for him. What will most likely happen, I think, is maybe Manchester United will restart these negotiations with Pogba on a new contract. We might sign him up on a new contract, a long-term contract, I don't know, signing on bonus, cushy, and then a club might try and sign him in the future again, like Juventus or somebody like that. The realistic propositions out there for places that Paul Pogba could go and play as trade, I think there's only really three. I actually think there's only really three clubs that would entertain Paul Pogba coming into the team. And I think those three clubs are Juventus, obviously, because we bought him from Juventus. He was so successful at Juventus. He was amazing at Juventus. That's why we went and got him and paid £89 million for it, because he was absolutely unbelievable at Juventus. So he would definitely go back there. It's familiar surroundings. He could be a star there. It's not as competitive of a league. He'll be a big fish in a small pond. And he could go and he can create a bit of legend and get a few more trophies and get a player of the season or whatever, because it's the Serie A competition. And even gastastic players like Chris Smalling and Alexis Sanchez are actually good players when they go to Serie A. This is the glue factory for Manchester United's players, man. It's the old retirement home. Basically, we just send off all the shite there. See you later on, Romelu Lukaku. Have fun in Serie A. See you later on, Ashley Young, 34-year-old. Have fun in Serie A. See you later on, Alexis Sanchez. Have fun being a Bruno Mars impersonator over there, you absolute prat. See you later on, Chris Smalling. Off you go to Roma. You know, try pulling those carts, mate. You know what I mean? Because it's the glue factory, my friend. That's what I'm saying. They're sending off the old horses to the glue factory here at Serie A. So look, if Paul Pogba wants to go to Serie A, again, fair play to him. But the other options, though, I was going to say the other options. Real Madrid, of course, Zinedine over at Real Madrid is the manager there. The French connection there, you know, Paul Pogba, Zinedine Zidane. He was being touted as potentially they were very interested in signing Paul Pogba about a year or so ago it was. Now, it never materialised. Last summer, you have to remember that Paul Pogba came out in the media when I think he was over in Japan or something. I can't quite remember where or why it was now. But he actually said to a reporter, I would like a new challenge. It's not really working out for me at United. I would like a new challenge. Obviously, every single fan was absolutely outraged, including myself, thinking, why the hell have we even got this guy playing for us? He continued to play for us, but he's not really ever really lived up to it. And I think he probably is right. He probably does need a new challenge, because whatever it is, whatever the reason is, he's just not the right fit for Manchester United, you know. We are his kryptonite for whatever reason. He can go and play for Juventus and be an absolute star and a baller, and he can play for the France national team and win World Cups and be a baller, but for United he turns into Paul Fellaini. Paul Fellaini, that's his name. In fact, it's not even Paul Fellaini, because Fellaini was actually quite useful sometimes as an impact sub. He's more like Paul Carlton Palmer or something, like proper bang average in the middle of the park here. And I've just had enough of this guy, you know. Really, I tried to give him many chances. I tried to see if he will ever turn the corner and become a really top-class player. But it just turns out he's just a little bit too ultimately gastastic to be able to do it consistently for Manchester United, my friends. But Paul Pogba, look, there's negotiations over a new contract potentially here. Anyway, we've got some sources to say that Paul Pogba is maybe in negotiations with Manchester United right now for a new contract, as is Jesse Lingard, and they're both agents. Both their agents are Mino Raiola, of course, who we don't like dealing with. He's an absolute turd, to be fair, and it's just difficult to get the negotiations done with Mino Raiola. Me, personally, if I'm Manchester United, I think, look, at this moment in time, unless you're going to sell him right now, which you can't because the window's over and everything, maybe you should get Paul Pogba signed up to a new contract, because he's not the oldest, and he's also going to be an asset that's worth a lot of money, and unless you do sign him up to a contract, that value is diminishing by the day. The quicker that contract runs down and gets closer to the end, then obviously the lesser money he is going to be worth overall, and the less money you're going to be able to generate in terms of a sale. So it does make sense to offer him a new contract on similar sorts of terms that he's on right now, just to improve the length of time that he's left and actually contracted at the club. And you can go and sell him and generate more cash that way. Now, it really does depend, I don't know, in terms of signing on fees and how much money he would want. I can't imagine that Paul Pogba is going to want any more money than £300,000 a week. I mean, how could you justify it? If I'm going into the negotiation room with Paul Pogba and his agent over this one, I'm saying, Paul, mate, you need to take a wage cut of 100 grand a week, mate, because you do not justify your 300 grand a week pay packet. So these contract negotiations are just completely moot, really. That's the only concern. Is he really worth 300k a week? And if they go back and ask for 350k a week to get parity with De Gea in the squad or some shit like that, then I think we would have to just shit the bed on that one. And I'd have to say that Paul Pogba would probably, I don't know what would happen. I would hate to think that we could somehow lose Paul Pogba on a free. That would be pretty disgusting, but no, we just need to cash in. I mean, let me see what you guys think in the live comment section here, everybody. I appreciate you stopping by. Nearly 200 of you. Please give it a share on social media if you haven't done so, and smash the thumbs up button, lads and lasses. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes on the video. FIFA Tips and Tricks has time to sell and sign Sancho. There you go. What could you be able to generate if you sold Paul Pogba? Get it in the comment section. How much do you think in terms of pounds sterling do you think Paul Pogba is worth in this current climate? How much money would he generate in this current climate? Let me know what you would think. I think, owed to the fact that his contract's running out and he doesn't have that much left, and unless we do sign him for a long contract, I think you wouldn't get any more than £60 million for Paul Pogba right now, which, as I say, a year or two ago, we'd have been talking over 100 million. But with the climate the way it is in the world, with the pandemic and everything, and also the fact that he's a gash player, really. Sorry, all Paul Pogba fans out there are many of you, but Paul Pogba's just never lived up to it in a United shirt for me at all. Primot says, Seller, nice one, Primot. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I just think he's a little bit on the Lagash Tastique side of things. Vinny Sell says no. Let me go down. Sorry, guys, I'm miles behind the live chat here. I apologise. I'm absolutely bloody miles behind the live chat. Here we go. Let me go down. 10 million. Andrew Cudden. Illy United says 80 million. CJ Legend says 70. Wacky Melt says 70. Paul Vanderbeek says 75. Marv Hunter says 65. JG Powell says 70 million tops. In January, 50 million next summer. Timothy Roberts says 45 million. Batman Nightfan says 75 million. Heiko Firestorm Tiger says 45 million to 55 million. Mark Voot says 65 million. Jim Joe Bobley says 69 dudes. Bernard Hudson says 4 and a sixpence. Oh my days, a little bit harsh there. Look, we'll see. I mean, this is the thing. Thank you so much, that United family says. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're just getting in here, smash that thumbs up button. It will help this stream and boost it up. So give it a little cheeky little boost. Jarvis Cocker. He comments and says Pogba is worth 35 to 45 million pounds. I tell you what, he's not worth that much, is he? He's not that worth that much. You couldn't sell him tomorrow for 89 million pounds, which is what we paid for him years ago. You couldn't sell him for that tomorrow. Even if you signed him a new contract up for years, I don't really think you could get 89 million pounds from it, because he's just not really been that good. The thing that he does bring to the table, though, as I say, he's got like 50 million followers on social media, probably even more since the last time I looked. I don't know. He's an absolute brand. He's a marketing department's dream, this man. Literally the whole of France probably follows him on social media, because he literally lifted the World Cup with France. So he is massively supported and followed and loved around the world. And you know, this isn't a slight on his character or a slight on him as a person. I've always said he seems like a nice guy. He's the sort of person I would gravitate to if I was in a dressing room with him, because he seems like an outgoing joker type guy, you know. But he doesn't seem the most determined or the most professional out there on the pitch for me, which is a big concern. Like, if you look at some of the performances like that one the other day, when we got smashed up by Tottenham, and I'm not blaming it on Pogba, really. It's just that certain moments in the game I thought were despicable from Pogba. Like the overall way that game went with the start, and Harry Maguire, and all the mistakes that were made, all the errors that were made, and the referee obviously sending off Martial wrongly and not sending off Lamela and ruining the game as a spectacle for everybody. Because that happened, it makes it a little bit, you know, harsh to criticise Pogba that much. But let's just be honest now. He let his head go, man. Paul Pogba has a little bit of a character flaw, I think, out there on the pitch. We're looking for that Brian Robson or that Roy Keane or that proper captain, that proper leader. Somebody out there who's just going to fight until the absolute bitter end. It doesn't matter if you're 10-0 up or 10-0 down or it's a draw. It doesn't matter. They're always fighting, giving it 110%. And I saw Paul Pogba get the old raisin cojones out there. I did. I saw him shrivel up like he's just gone into a cold sea. It's very, very unfortunate, because he is a great player, but he just lets his head go, man. I mean, there was one moment at the end of the game where Spurs have scored, and he could have probably got back if he tried a lung busting run and bust his lungs and actually got back to defend it. But he just sort of nonchalantly, oh, I'm just going to jog back, you know. We are 4-1 down in the game. What is the point of trying so hard? You know, I hate that mentality. You could see it out there. The head's gone down. And his body language is all off. It's just like he doesn't want to be out there anymore. He's just turned into passenger mode. And we definitely see that too much from Paul Pogba. So I'm not doubting that he has all the abilities and all the class in the absolute world, but he doesn't produce it enough for United on a regular basis. He's just too inconsistent. And also his character out there on the pitch, he's not a battle-hardened soldier out there for me that I want. I want somebody who's going out there and fighting to the bitter end, and he doesn't do that. He fannies around and he flops around, and he just sort of, you know, just sort of treads water out there some games. It's very frustrating to see. Fire Up in the Gas says, Pogba has done F all for us. I'm with you on that one, Fire Up. What has he actually done for us lately, in the words of Janet Jackson? Ascend says, true. Jason Summers says, we need a proper CDN, not Pogba. He takes half an hour to turn. Indeed, he has the turning circle with a yacht, this man. And not a sports yacht, just a regular old yacht. Like, he literally has a terrible turning circle. He is terrible at losing the ball. I have never known a worse dawdler on the ball in the centre of the park. You know, when you think about like Paul Scholes in the centre of the park for United, I don't think there was anybody ever better at holding the ball when he had to hold the ball, shielding the ball when he had to shield the ball, but more importantly, popping it off and passing the ball around when you needed to do that. And I don't think Pogba has that same level of intelligence or being able to actually execute that same level, because whenever he gets the ball, he seems to dawdle on it too long, give the ball away. He doesn't pass it quick enough for me. Like, he slows everything down in the centre of the park for United, which is very, very frustrating. I know what he's trying to do. He's got this style. He's got this nonchalant style, you know, this elegant, floaty style out there on the pitch. And that's great and everything if you're a bloody feather, but it's not great if you're United's leader or one of our leaders on the pitch in the centre of the midfield. So I'm very annoyed about Paul Pogba's whole contribution at Manchester United over the years. He's never really done enough for me, and for me, he should be sacked off and sold. Simple as that. But it does look like he's going to be not offered a new contract. My throat's feeling a bit better today, guys. I'm still proper mashed up. I didn't do that video earlier today. I was supposed to do an afternoon video, but I was too mashed up, guys. The voice is absolutely mashed. I don't know if I'm going to do a FIFA video later either. I'm not going to lie, because I could probably do with just one day off not talking for like 8 hours a day, you know? So I think I'm going to just have maybe the night off after this video and then get back on it, but like proper bang on it tomorrow again once the old throats are feeling a bit better. Zach E, what's going on, Zach E? He says, we need a new captain. Yes, we do, man. Who would you take? Captain Planet? Captain Planet? Captain Marvel? Captain America? I'll take any of them over that twat we've got right now. Who else can we take? El Capitan? That freaking that Apple operating system? I'll take that. I'll take that over Harry Maguire. El Capitan. Who else would you take? Captain Pugwash, says Gandalf. Absolutely, I'll take Captain Pugwash over him. Who else would you take? Captain Twat. Who's Captain Twat? Bernard Hudson. Bruno for captain. Absolutely. Smash a B in the live chat if you want Bruno as your captain. Smash a B in the live chat if you want Bruno for your captain. In the United comments, Captain Bloody Jones. Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Birdseye, mate. I'd have Captain Birdseye and his fish fingers over this twat at the back. We sailed the 7 seas. Oh, man. Anthony Evans says Bruno as captain. Aaron Homer says Captain Peppa Pig. Lots of B's coming in here, guys. Get those B's in for Bruno, because Bruno Fernandes is definitely the right man for me. He's definitely the right man. If you're talking about leadership and qualities and character, I mean, it's understood that he actually flipped out at Slabby Maguire the other day, and that's why Solskjaer took him off at half-time. It's because he flipped out at Slabby and said, you are not fit to wear the captain's armband, Slabby. You have a breeze block for a head. Me, I'm coming to take the captaincy off of you. You absolute slab. And that's why he got taken off, apparently. Hey, Ryan Berber Spin 9, you absolute legend, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Let me just read that super chat out there. Heiko says to be or not to be. I have that conundrum right now. I need the toilet, but I'll just wait. Except it's to pee or not to pee. Ryan Berber Spin 9, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. He sent a tenner over. Appreciate it, dude. And he says, 2 days after the window closed and another transfer saga has started. If Mr. plays good once every 5 games, wants to leave, then buy. Can't be bothered. Absolutely, that's it. Mr. plays once good every 5 games. That's a good name to call him, really. Because that's pretty much what he does do. He does pretty much only play good every 5 games, mate. That's about right. Every one in 5 games, you'll see an absolutely dominant world-class performance from him. But most of the time, like I say, he's just a passenger on board the ship, captained by Captain Birdseye, or probably captained by the captain of the Titanic, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Solskjaer here. I'm talking about our owners, the shithouse owners that we've got. I'm not talking about Solskjaer. Okay, let's read some of your comments out, and then I'll cover the news. We have got a bunch of news and stuff to get into tonight. Smash that thumbs up button, lads and lasses. Leave the like on the video. Give it a share if you can. Get involved in this awesome community of legends. Kayam, what's going on, Kayam? How are you today, mate? Ryan Berberspin 9, Patrick Naranjan. How are you, matey? Jonathan Gallagher says, I do have flaws against Pogba. I think I know what you mean, dude. Yeah, the thing is with Paul Pogba is he's just very Marmite. You either love him or you hate him. Me personally, Actually, that's not true. I mean, it's a bit harsh to say we hate him, so that's not true. He's kind of like, I don't know, like cornflakes. It's like everybody can handle him. He's somewhere in the middle. He's not that exciting. You know what I mean? If you're starving on a desert island, somebody offers you a bowl of Kellogg's cornflakes, you're going to snatch their arm off, my friends. But it's not like, filet mignon or anything, is it? So that's sort of Paul Pogba and me. He's basically Kellogg's cornflakes out there on the pitch. What a cock-a-doodle-doo. Anyway, Jonathan Gallagher, thank you. He says, Pig I like. Thank you very much for chucking a like on the video there, Jonathan Gallagher, you hero amongst men. Dara Fitzsimmons, what's going on, Dara? Seaborn Gracias says, Alex Telles, shirt number 27. Okay, let's get into the news then, guys. Thank you very much. Alex Telles, shirt number 27. Pelistri, shirt number 28, which is the same number, obviously, Beckham had originally before he changed. What I think, didn't Beckham have number 10 at 1.2? And then he had the 7, I seem to remember. But anyway, that is Facundo Pelistri, number 28. Very good stuff. Obviously, we know about Cavani getting the number 7 shirt, which is an absolute travesty that he even got that, to be perfectly honest with you. A shocking decision. A complete money-grabbing bastard move by Manchester United, that one, just to sell shirts with Cavani 7 on, even though we should have got Jadon Sancho in, but we decided to pocket the 100 million instead because we are a bunch of cheapskate bastards, my friends. And it sort of leads me on to my next point. Not we, not me, not you, not the fans, but our shit owners. Man United failed to get any of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's top targets, by the way, in this transfer window. Just so you know, that is the reports that came out today. We understood that Solskjaer's targets this summer, we didn't go and get any of them. Mark Ogden was reporting that we just completely failed to get any of Solskjaer's targets. We understand that Solskjaer's targets that he wanted in this window were Jadon Sancho, number 1, Jude Bellingham, Jack Grealish, Upamecano, Declan Rice, and Alex Telles. So actually, we did get one of those. We got Alex Telles. We got Alex Telles last day of the window. But it's understood, Jadon, Jude, Jack Grealish, Upamecano, Declan Rice. These players were completely overlooked by Manchester United's recruitment team here. They did not go and get these players for Solskjaer. So once again, they've completely stitched up the manager and not backed our manager at a key moment in time. One of the keyest moments of time ever, really, in our history, as far as I'm concerned, because we are on the verge of doing something very bad, which is cementing ourselves as a complete, absolute Arsenal melt job team. Arsenal haven't won the league since 2004, guys. We haven't won it since 2013. If we ever want to win it again, we've got to change the cycle. We have to break this cycle that's happening at the moment. But the Glazers, they're just happy to sit over in their New York towers, obviously, and generate that cash at Manchester United. So they just want to keep us competitive. And it fits them, it suits them not to back the manager. It suits them to maybe sack the manager at some point and then get another manager in to appease some of the fan base and also give them a scapegoat to say, look, he's the reason why this didn't work out, not us. Not us in our shit investment, but he's the reason. That's why we're going to get rid of him, and then we'll get a new manager in, and the whole cycle repeats itself, my friends. I can't be doing with that. We need to stick with Ollie now and give him time and investment, and the Glazers need to do that too. But they haven't done in this window at all. That's the reason I'm bringing it up, because we signed Cavani. That's a panic buy signing. It's a free sign. It's actually makes good financial sense, I'm not going to lie. So it's not really a panic buy, and he's a good player, but it is kind of a panic buy when he didn't strengthen the other areas of the team, and you did not get Solskjaer's number 1 priorities here. Why do you think that David Moyes signed Marouane Fellaini on the last day of the transfer window? It's not because he didn't want him and they couldn't sign him. No, he actually had an £18 million release clause at the start of the summer. Everton got him tied up to a new contract, which was changed to 26 million release clause, I think, or somewhere in that region, or they took the contract or release clause out. So United could have got him earlier for less money, but we didn't because he wasn't our top priority. David Moyes, okay, I know he had a lot of time with Fellaini at Everton beforehand, and he obviously was an option, that's why we got him. But he wasn't option number 1, 2, 3 or 4. He was right down the list there. And that's basically what's happened in this transfer window as well, because our board were incapable of going to get the actual players that we needed. Same with that situation too under Moyes. Same with the situation under Jose Mourinho in his last season at the club. So I feel absolutely despicable for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really feel sad for him. I feel very, very sad for him that he's going to have to face this season with a squad that just isn't up to the standards, lads and lasses. I mean, look, let's have a little vote in the live chat of where you think that we are going to finish now, now that the dust has settled on the transfer window. And you can look at the squad that we've got, and you can look at the players we've got come in. Cavani's come in. He will provide us some goals. Facundo Palistri's come in, some 18-year-old lad who might slot into the first team straight away. Ahmad Traore's coming in January, but, you know, he looks great, but he's not here until January. Alex Tellers looks a great signing. Will he be able to add to the assists and goals in this team, or will he add to the conceded goals in this team? Now, we've got a lot of things to find out over the next couple of weeks, but get your positions in there. I'm saying fifth, guys. I think we're going to finish fifth in this season now. Fifth or sixth, somewhere around there. I would find it very unlikely for this current squad to get into the top four. And that's not me being just completely pessimistic for the sake of it. Usually I'm pretty optimistic dude. I just look at the teams above. Even teams like Everton this season now. They're a surprise package. You have to count them into maybe being in for a title challenge. I know it's early days, but if you look at what they've done, they've got Carlo Ancelotti's a great manager. They signed great players. All of a sudden, Everton look like they're a good team. They look like they're a good team. Tottenham under Jose, they are going to do better this season. They are going to do better. They've added to the ranks. Jose, come on, he's not going to... He was taking over a pretty awful time when Poch left last season at Tottenham. Pretty awful place that the team were in. So it took him a while to get back. Mikel Arteta's going to have Arsenal playing better this season, absolutely. They signed a good player not too long ago as well in Thomas Partey. So... everyone strengthened. Chelsea got a whole new team during the transfer window. You know, everybody strengthened. You still got Liverpool. You still got City. They're going to be up there. So to actually expect United to do any better than getting fifth or sixth is actually pretty mad. And if Solskjaer does finish fifth or sixth, then you guys, everybody, we've really got to back him. We've got to stick with him, because I don't think it would be his fault if he got this current squad to finish fifth. I think it was a miracle he got this squad last year to finish third. So if he got them to finish fifth, I don't think that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault at all. Of course, he's got to do that. You know, you can't be finishing eighth with United. That's totally unacceptable, whoever you are, with whatever team that there is at United. It's always going to be a top 6, top 7 team. But this team we've got right now, yes, it is top 5, top 6, but I'm not sure if it's top 4, guys. And I don't want to be a negative Nelly. That's just how I feel. Zach E with a super chat. Thank you, Zach E, dude, with a $2.99 super chat. He says, what is so special of having a number 7 shirt? Well, the reason it is, Jack, is it's sort of fabled, my friends. There's certain shirt numbers. You know, like how teams retire. This is more common in American sports, I think, but they like retire jerseys of players because it's almost like holy. It's become holy. It's a holy number. You can't wear this number because this player. You know what I mean? They retire jerseys sometimes. They don't really do that over here, but in other countries, there's obviously it's obviously a massive prestigious thing to be given an iconic shirt number that so many epic players have worn over the years for Manchester United. From, you know, number 7, you talk about your Eric Cantonars and your Georgie Bests and your Beckhams and your Ronaldos, and the list goes on. I mean, some of the absolute gems that have worn that shirt. So it's a prestige thing for me. You should have to earn that shirt number. You shouldn't just be given that shirt number. You need to be one of the absolute best and committed players for United, not just some mercenary free transfer that's coming at the last grasp of the window there to be given that number so we can sell shirts with a big name player on. That's what I find totally wrong about the situation. I don't actually mind signing Cavani. Then give Cavani the number 22 shirt or some shit then. What's the importance of giving him the number 7? I thought we were keeping that open for Jadon. And I know by the time we probably do get Jadon, if we ever do go back and get Jadon, Cavani will be gone and that 7 shirt will be open again. But even so, I think it just goes to show you a big lack of ambition and obviously the complete money-grabbing bastardness of the Glazers and our marketing department and everybody, because that's the only reason they've given Cavani the number 7 shirt. It doesn't even make sense. It's literally just to sell shirts. It's just so all the little sheeple will go out there and buy that Cavani 7 shirt because he's a big star. I won't be buying that piece of shit, my friends. No way. I will not be buying a piece of shit Cavani 7 shirt ever. Trust me. That's a disgrace. Anyway, look, there's over 300 of you guys tuning in. Thanks for stopping by and getting in here. Do us a massive favour, guys. Please smash a thumbs up on the video. That'd be awesome of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate every single one of you watching. That United family with a super chat as well. Sorry, I nearly missed your super chat too. Shout out to you guys, Carl and Emma. Thanks for stopping by the show. Says, absolute shambles this window. You are spot on. It is like it's a proper elephant enclosure at the zoo window. Covered in absolute shite, isn't it? That is what it is. It disgusts me, this window. We need to get a window cleaner. Now, from a metaphorical point of view, that would be somebody, but not to clean a window, just to put the squeegee down Ed Woodward's face. Put a squeegee down Ed Woodward's face. That's all we need. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat there, That United family. And shout out to That United family as well. Thank you very much for getting in here, being part of this community. Well, lots of comments coming here. Let's have a look. Let's have a little dip into your comments. Then I do have to get on to the next topic here. But Paul van der Beek comments, we won't get Sancho now, Pig. Dude, we've had our chance, haven't we? We've got one more chance, I think, in January. If we can get it done in January, and that's when Dortmund are going to have to sell him. Because if Dortmund hang on until the end of the season, he's going to be worth a lot less. So they're going to have to sell him in January if they want to get big bucks for him. If they want the 120 million or they want 100 million, they're going to have to sell him in January, I think. So I think, so he's going to get sold sooner or later. It might be Jan, it might be the end of the season. If it's the end of the season, he'll be worth even more, a lot less. He'll be worth even more, a lot less. Did I just say that? That was retarded. Anyway, you know what I mean. He'll be worth a lot less if that was the case. Ice Cream Gaming says, I'm okay, thanks. Ellie, great to hear it. Ice Cream Gaming. Mark Voot, how are you doing tonight, Mark Voot? Illy United says, I said from the start, Sancho will not come. I was 0% Club FC. Fair enough, Illa. Well, it turned out you were absolutely spot on, mate. I was only about 50-50. I mean, I knew there's a lot of ways that it could fall down, and there were so many people out there saying 90%, 99%, 100%. But in the end, we found out that the percentage was very, very little to begin with. Because let's be honest now, our owners, they don't like to spend the money, and that absolute Mr. Potato-headed buffoon that we call our chief executive, Ed Woodward, certainly isn't known for wanting to spend that money. Not correctly, anyway. We'll spend the money on shithouse players, but we won't spend the money on 20-year-old investments. You know what I mean? 20-year-old proper investments for the future. I agree, Batman Knight fan. Look, I do get it. Sancho is great, but he's not worth 120 million. I agree with you. Well, in that case, why does our board fanning around all summer transfer window long for months, keeping this Jadon Sancho deal alive, when they could have gone on and pursued other targets? And by other targets, I mean, I don't have a problem with them not spending the money on Sancho. It is too much money to pay for him right now. But if you're not going to get Sancho in, you're not going to get Solskjaer's number one target, then when they get his second or third target in, then you prats. You know what I mean? Why don't they go and get his second or third target in there? Why didn't we get Upamecano? Our defence is absolutely shite at the back, my friends, It's shite at the back. We're leaking goals like we are a boat filled with loads of holes. We're captained by Captain Birdseye. We've got this massive weight in the boat. Harry Maguire's like a bloody anchor. And it's just, we need to bail water out. We need to get players in. But we didn't do that. So we're still just a sinking at the back, in my opinion. Even though we've added forward players, we're still going to sink every single now and then in games with the defenders that we've got at the back. We just don't have consistent enough defenders. Victor Lindelof, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, whichever combination of shite that you put out there, it's always going to be a duo of mediocrity in my eyes. When as United, what we really need is an absolute pairing of passion and performance and power at the back there. That's right, penetration. Oh, guys, thank you very much. Aaron Homeyard, he says, how's Mrs. P, Mr. P? Yeah, she's all good. We're both just a bit ill at the moment, guys. We're just sort of, we're having to avoid each other because we're just ill at the moment. So, not good. We're both ill. She's on the mend, though. She's on the mend. Everybody stick a cake emoji in the live chat for Mrs. P, please. Please stick a birthday cake emoji or a cake or some sort of cake in there. Archie's in the house. What's going on, Archie? He says, Illa, laughed my ass off. United said they wouldn't spend like normal. The media and Goldbridge said Sancho and lied to fans. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it was pretty obvious that it was not 100%, just basically because of the amount of money that was involved. So for anybody to say that it was 90% done or 99% done, I think it does make them look a little bit foolish at this moment in time, but that's just my opinion. Dan Tay in the gaff, he comments, if we finish 5th, I'll be shocked. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester, Everton could all finish above us. We'll be lucky to drop into Europa from the Champions League. The club's dead till Ed goes. I totally agree. Until we have the chief executive, Mr. Potato Head, gone and somebody in that role who's actually got some football acumen and will be able to actually lead this club, direct the football, get the football going in the right direction. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? To have a director of football that actually has the best interest of the club on the football pitch at hand. Is that too much to ask, guys? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Right, can we get a little hashtag going, everyone? Because let's not forget this. Just because the window's gone and we signed Cavani. We got Edinson Cavani at number 7. Let's all have a massive wank. What a load of crap. It's a crap signing, guys. It's a crap window. Facundo Pellistri, fuck you on that one. Because it's absolutely gashed, that signing. It makes no sense at all. Okay, it's not a gash signing, don't get me wrong. It is a good signing, actually, but I'm just saying. Sorry, it's a good signing, but I'm saying, he's 18. Is he going to do it for us right now? Now, he's supposed to be coming into the first team squad. Is that because he's ready, or is it just because we're too shit? And we don't have the players there? He's 18. He's played 37 games in the Uruguayan Farmers League. It's not even a Farmers League, actually. We called it the other day. We said it's an alpaca shearers league. It's a bloody alpaca shearers league. And he scored 2 goals and 4 assists in 37 games there. Doesn't sound that impressive to me. But he could come in apparently in the Premier League and do it for United like that. Oh, okay then. He's 18 for Pete's sake. Hashtag Glazers out. Hashtag Woodward out. Hashtag Glazers out. Hashtag Woodward out. Let's get it spamming in the live chat, Antonasis. Come on. Hashtag Glazers out. That's right, Alex Rickson. He says the portal needs sacking. Peter Coveney. Dan Lake. P.S. says Cavani is an aged Madonna. He's a bit of an aged prima donna, isn't he? El Matador, he likes to be called, which means the killer, apparently. He's sinister, this guy. Anyway, Sibo Super says, haha, an alpaca league. Yeah, an alpaca shearers league. That's it, they're not farmers league. They shear alpacas. Alan T says, they're hoping Cavani can groom the young lad. That sounds a little bit messed up, Alan T, when you said that way. But I know what you mean. They're hoping he can develop him and make him experienced and help the experience of the players. That's something that Robin Van Persie came out the other day and said. He said that players like Mason, Rashford, Martial, they're all going to benefit massively from having Edinson Cavani's experience there around the football club. Umar Doris says, Dithering Ed needs to be sacked. 100% agree with you. Kyan comments, Woodward out, Glazers out, Ollie in. Yes, Kyan, that's the trident of penetration that we need. Beginner Devil says, Jonathan Gallagher. All right, thanks for the message, friend. High Times United says, did you get my message? Having to watch a movie with the missus, dude. Is there a FIFA stream tonight? Hey, dude, what message, what was that on, dude? Sorry, the best place to probably contact me on is probably Twitter, mate, to be honest, at Mr. Flying Pig HD. But what was the message on, dude? Because I don't think I have got it. Batman Night Fan says, hashtag Glazers out. Peter Conley says, agreed. Absolutely. Yeah, Mark Vu, I hear you, man. I mean, I've seen the videos. I've seen the same videos you have of Armand Traore. He looks mint, man. Just his dribbling ability and the way that he moves. There's almost something George Besky-esque about him, right? Now, I know he's a young lad and he's playing against other young lads, and there's only like 27 minutes of him actually playing against men in senior football. But he does look like a pretty incredible talent. He's coming in January. He's going to have to be an incredible player if Manchester United are prepared to pay 40 million euros for an 18-year-old unknown, basically. So he's going to have to be an incredible player coming in January. So I'm looking forward to him. I think he's going to be really good. Palistri, on the other hand, look, I'm not so convinced. Maybe it's another Dan James. Louise Curry says, sell Pogba. I'm with you on that one. I think now's the time has come to cash in, really. Ricky Swift, he says, haha. Shukranal Pasha says, Woodward wants to make United brown like this emoji. High Times United. The message was literally, is there FIFA tonight? And I was letting the team know I can't watch this stream. Oh, okay. No, sorry, dude. I didn't see that one then. But I'm actually, my throat's not feeling too bad now, you know. So I'm not 100% yet because I wasn't planning on doing one because I was going to have a night off and rest. But as this video has progressed, I've noticed that there is quite a big significant improvement compared to yesterday when I was literally like dribbling out of my brain, you know what I mean, on this show. And I was really ill. I was really ill during the FIFA stream as well last night. If anybody watched that FIFA stream, by the way, thank you for watching it. I was so ill throughout the stream. But today I am feeling a bit better. Maybe I should have a rest though. Just rest the old vocal cords, let them heal fully, you know what I mean? Let them heal fully. You don't want to overdo it, guys. Oh, man. John Swartz says, I think we have an on-pitch leadership crisis. Nobody since Zlatan, maybe Cavani, Pig. Yes. I mean, no. I mean, look, Bruno Fernandes is a definite leader out there on the pitch. He's just not been given the captain's armband, but you can see he leads out there by the way he orchestrates the team with his play and his passing and his quality and all that kind of stuff. So to me, he is a natural-born leader. But you're right, though. We don't have a lot of leaders in the team. We've got very, very few. And if we're being honest, we need a lot more. We don't have, you know, Maguire's supposed to be a leader. I don't think he is that much of a leader. I think he's a melter. I think he melted the other day, man. He's a melter, this guy. We need more leaders out there. We need people who are going to hold people accountable. What I like about Bruno, remember last day of the season or whatnot, or was it the FA Cup semi against Chelsea? I can't really remember now, but I remember Victor Lindelof making a shithouse mare, and Bruno Fernandes absolutely shouting at him and Victor going, screw you, man, or whatever, you know, because But somebody's got to tell him, and Bruno Fernandes is prepared to do that. He also had a bust-up, or it's reported that he had a bust-up with Maguire the other day in the half-time dressing room because Maguire's performance was so shit, and he said, "You're a disgrace to the captaincy, Slabby." And that's understood, that's understood to be what happened. So that's the sort of person that I need. G Wolf United says, "High time, see movie with missus and gonna get tickles." Have I missed something here? G Wolf says, "High time, see movie with missus and gonna get tickles." Okay then. Okay then, G Wolf, sounds good. Tickles are always good, Smash a 1 in the live chat if you like tickles. Jonathan, do you know what? My brother and I'm not talking about your type of tickles here, by the way, but my brother and sister, when I was a kid, they used to tickle me till I was sick. Can you believe that? Horrible bastards. Anyway, literally, I used to laugh so much by being tickled, I would vomit, and they'd find it hilarious. Can you believe that shit? Nice one, guys. Appreciate all of you for getting in here tonight. There's over 350 of you legends watching right now. So thank you for watching. Do us a massive favour if you're enjoying the show. Smash that like button on the video. Leave a cheeky little thumbs up on it. And give it a share on social media if you can. That would actually be epic. Would really appreciate that. And just get involved in the live chat for the last bit of the show. But I've actually still got a bunch of news to get through, guys. Sorry, I haven't done a very good job of that tonight. I've just been chatting with you legends. By the way, I just want to give you this information. Why are we saying that this is a shit window and we should spam hashtag Glazers out in the live chat, which you should continue to do? The reason is, it's because Manchester United's summer spending, excluding Ahmad Diallo, who is, of course, not coming in to the club right now. He's coming in at January, but excluding him, sees us rank, because there's no point counting him now, because, yeah, we might have spent the money on him, but he's not actually bloody coming in now. But it sees us rank 12th in the Premier League. And he's only an 18-year-old who we've paid way over the odds for, in my opinion. So, anyway, but it sees us ranked 12th in the Premier League in terms of investment summer spending. We are behind Leeds United, we are behind Aston Villa, and we are behind Sheffield United, are all teams that invested more in this window. What an absolute bloody disgrace! That's an absolute bloody disgrace, man. Ed Woodward, you potato-headed buffoon, man. I'm looking at this picture of this guy now, and I feel sickened, my friends. How he can go to bed at night whilst doing this to our great football club. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, Zach E, for the super chat, bro. He says Spanish players and racism. What is that in reference to, Zach E? Spanish players and racism. Don't really know what you're talking about there. The Big Fish, Toomey Mercedes says hashtag Glazers out, hashtag Glazers out, hashtag Glazers out. Yes, Dan Lake with the hashtag Glazers out too. Nice one. Okay. So then, no, I wouldn't say that, Mubs. If that was reported by them, I'd say it's probably false. Anyway, Jason Summers says Glazers look like a right bunch of weirdos. Oh dear. Anyway, Sayabonga Undlund, thank you for your comment. He says, what a joke, absolute joke of a transfer window, not going to lie, a disgrace. So there you go, we spent less in this transfer window in terms of investment for players that actually came in this window. We spent less than Leeds United, Aston Villa and Sheffield United. They all invested more in this summer. What a disgrace, man. Okay, the other news then. People close to Jadon Sancho are understood it's understood that he's pretty disappointed, Pretty disappointed about what happened this summer. And he was obviously expecting a move to Manchester United to make the bid and sign him, and he'd be a Manchester United player by now. That's what he was expecting. That's why he kicked his toys out the pram over there at Dortmund and caused a bit of a fuss at the end and wasn't playing in those games at the end of the window because he was trying to force a move away to Manchester United. We'd obviously completely made it aware we were coming in for him again, and the bid never came. The bid never came, guys. So that was a bit bad. That was a bit bad of us to not go and get Jadon there. Jadon's just been left there now in Germany, having to play in the league with a team that everybody knows that he wants to leave. Bit of an awkward situation for him. He's professional though. He's obviously a great player. So I'm sure they're going to want to play him between now and January, say, when they do sell him. And who knows, he might end up even signing a new contract there. You never actually know what's going to happen now. Whether or not United go back in for another bite of the cherry for Jadon Sancho is a very big question indeed. So Jadon Sancho, he's a bit disappointed. Fabrizio Romano, this is on the Here We Go podcast, by the way. So he's understood to be very, very disappointed about the whole situation. United are going to have to make a really good bid next summer or in January to go and get him, to be fair. And also Fabrizio Romano in the same Here We Go podcast, he came out and he said Borussia Dortmund would have sold Jadon Sancho for 120 million euros even on deadline day. It was just a matter of money. So they had their very, very strict principle there of, no, we've got a 120 million euro player. We don't want a penny less for him. That's it. And we weren't prepared to match that. A little bit short-sighted by Man United because we did have the complete sole interest of him at the moment. Nobody else was going in to sign him, and that could change in the future. Like already, if you look at the bookmakers, Liverpool are right up there in terms of maybe looking to get Jadon Sancho now. Chelsea, all the other big teams around the world, the Bayerns, the Barcelonas, and these sorts of guys, they'll all be in with a chance of getting him, especially if his valuation goes down. That's the thing. The longer this contract runs on, the cheaper he gets by the day. So we'll see what happens after January. I think he'll probably go in January, and I hope it's to United. United, the only thing I could say about us not buying other players in this window, such as Upamecano, who we should have definitely bought to improve our defence, but the only thing I could say about not doing that is maybe they've just pocketed that 100 million right now. You signed Cavani in the short term, and you pocketed that 100 million simply so you can go and buy Jadon Sancho with that money later, either in January at the end of the season, for a lot less. So if that's the case, then I understand it, but it's still just classic bloody Glazers. Man, fuck the Glazers and Woodward, honestly. Okay, sorry guys, sorry for the language. Anyway, look, there's a bunch of you heroes in here tonight. Who is in here? Mark Voot, Stephen Ty, PH Vids, Mark Voot, Batman Night Fan, Paul Vanderbeek, Jeanette Pugh, Account CB, Ryan Bubbaspin 9, Comedy Channels, Ian Barron, Ryan Bubbaspin 9, Dan Lake, JH7HD, Johnny Gallagher, Bill E, High Times United. He says, please like and subscribe. Absolutely. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, please do hit the like button. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes on the video. Leave a cheeky little thumbs up on the video if you have not done so already. And if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button too. Smash that subscribe button. G Wolf, Ryan Berber, Kingdom Khan, Captain, Bill E, Jason Summers. He says we can't afford him under this ownership P. It's a fair point. Yeah, we're not going to go out there and spend the money. I mean, nobody else was going in for him. That's an indicator. He was overpriced. In this current climate, it's like going to spend 150 million on a player. Spending 120 million is like 150 million last year before all this COVID crap. So it is a huge amount of money, guys. It's a ridiculous amount of money. So you can't really blame them for not spending the money on Sancho, but you can blame them for doing the other business that they did. You can blame them for not spending the money in other areas of the team that were really needed to be strengthened, such as that centre-back position. You can say what you want about the other areas of the team, and the signings that we made, they're okay. Donny van der Beek's going to be useful. He's a good player, really good signing. Alex Tellez's great, but they weren't the key areas that we needed. I think we needed a top right winger, and we needed a top centre-back as a very minimum, and a central defensive midfielder, really. So I just think we just bottled it, really. WG says he's got to go. Yes, WG. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher says, what a great show. Hey, thank you, United Way says he's lurking. Hey, if you're lurking in the background, let me know by writing I'm a lurker. United with the piggy emoji. Twicasta says, do you think Ollie will survive the end of October? Looking at our fixtures. Yes, I do. Look, I think he did really well against the top six last season, which bodes well. Now, it doesn't mean we are able to get the result in all of those games, but as long as we get, as long as we cause a few upsets, cause a couple of upsets, we should be able to navigate the month with enough points. The key game for me here, and they're all key games, but we have to smash up Newcastle United because you can't go into those bigger games against the bigger teams there without beating shithouse teams like Newcastle. So we have to at least get the 3 points against Newcastle and then go and try and cause a couple of upsets. And that's what they'd be at the moment, unfortunately. We're talking about United like we're a mid-table team. We're not. We're a much better team than a mid-table team. We're still, in my opinion, we probably still have the fifth or the fifth, probably the fifth best squad, actually. That's why I'm saying we should finish fifth. So, because, and the reason I say that mostly is let down. If we had two world-class centre-backs, I would say we had one of the best squads. That's really where we're let down the most in this team, because no matter how good our forward players are, we're still going to concede a lot of goals at the back by being completely sloppy and having error-prone, injury-bag melt bags in there as well, but also error-prone melts like Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, who give away goals to the opposition like they're giving away some sort of candy or something on Halloween. So I don't want them to be involved at all, but they are. So for that very reason, that's why I say we have the 5th best squad. I'm not saying, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Telles, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys this season. I think they're going to be really good for us in those positions. But the 2 centre-backs, not 1, but 2 centre-backs, which is a pretty key area, really. Your defenders, they're not up to the standard. They're going to leak goals and they're going to ship goals quite regularly. Now, next game, they'll probably have a good game. They might have a good game here. They might have a good game there. But ultimately, they're probably going to make more errors than should be the case at Manchester United. So why stick with them? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Thank you so much, Stuart Stormtrooper Waller. He says, just subscribe. Love it when you hear a fellow Man United fan telling the truth about the situation we are in. I just hope we can do something about PSG as Neymar is gunning for us. Well, they may be gunning for us, but we got Phil Jones gurning for them. No, I'm just joking. Thank you for that comment there, Stuart. Very, very nice of you, matey. Yes, so that's just how I feel. I just feel like United's owners and the United's investment this summer has been really poor. The areas of the team we needed to strengthen, we didn't strengthen. And now we're just left in a similar situation to last season, where we're probably like the 5th best squad in the league because of our letdown in certain key areas. Arsenal got Thomas Partey. It's actually coming out now that whole Thomas Partey deal cost them over 100 million euros in the end, with fees and all sorts of stuff going on. So they've invested there. And he's also apparently on 260k a week. Now, I don't know if that's 100% legit, but Arsenal's spending the cash. We're not spending the cash. Now, maybe they've overspent a little bit there, but either way, I don't think any Arsenal fan are going to be bothered about that when they've got a great defensive, destructive midfielder in there like Thomas Partey, somebody that we should have been able to sign. So, yeah, lack of ambition from our club, lack of, I think, the correct planning in getting the right players in the key areas of the team that we needed, the centre-backs, the striker, the right winger. Okay, we got the left-back, that's great. We got Donny, that's great. We got Cavani, but we didn't actually need Cavani as much as we did a centre-back. So the Cavani one is a good signing. It's a bonus. But it's not like it's not a change your team signing. We just added a little bit more firepower up there to the areas of the pitch where we already have decent firepower. Because I've been saying Greenwood, Martial and Rashford, if they're fit and on form, I'm happy with that. They're pretty damn good. It's pretty much as good as anyone, really, if they're all on form and firing and everything. But it's the backline where the issue is. And also the midfield. I mean, look, Paul Pogba, talk about Paul Pogba in this video, guys. Let's have another vote in the video in the live chat, lads and lasses, because there's over 400 of you watching now, so I want to get a good vote. Let's have a general consensus here. Smash that like on the video as well. Let's get to 200 likes, lads and lasses. Leave the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. That'll help and boost this channel out a lot. If you're new to the show, smash the subscribe button as well. You bunch of legends. Welcome to the Bacon Brigade. Okay. Exo Glitch says, sorry, just joined the live stream. Pogba used to be good. He's just a name now. As Man United fan myself, I follow this. And I'm a season ticket holder. He has taken money from the club. Wake up. 100% agree, man. I do agree. I mean, he's never really given Manchester United anything near to what we deserve. He's never really put into the club what he's got out. He gets paid huge money for Manchester United. He's on £300,000 a week. He came in on an £89 million deal. But he only turns up once every 5 games. And I could even live with inconsistency if it wasn't for the sheer attitude out there on the pitch. The head's gone attitude, that I can't be asked to be here attitude. That I'm not going to commit a lung-busting run to get back 60 yards to try and stop a goal attitude. That's the attitude that he has. You can say, oh, his best position CAM and he doesn't like to defend. Well, then don't play then. Then leave the football club, because Bruno Fernandes is ahead of you and he's better than you in that position as far as I'm concerned. And then, if you're not going to be doing the job or putting the work in or busting your legs up like a Darren Fletcher or whoever it may be, Park Ji-sung or any other players that have played for Manchester United over the years that are 100% full-blooded and committed, then you don't deserve to be in the team. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're big bollocks Bruce Lee, my friends. You do not deserve to be in the team if you're not giving it 100%. I'd rather have a journeyman player who gives it 110% every single week. That's what I'd rather have. Hammy comments, he does nothing for United. I'm with you on that one, Hammy. Very, very little indeed. Clam J says Pogba is a pig in knickers. That's a little bit harsh there, Clam J. Account CB says drop Pogba. Batman Knife says sell Pogba. Chicha Taram and Lazy says Pogba is not good. So lazy. Very lazy. Ridiculously lazy, man. Unbelievably lazy. He's like the Goldilocks of footballers at the club, mate. He's waiting to find that right club, which just right, and he's just going to go sleep, basically, like Goldilocks. Well, we need to send the bloody daddy bear in there to wake him up. That's what we need to do. But anyway, Jazzier Fishy says, mate, he plays DM. What do you expect from him? Did you not watch the France match, bro? See, this is the argument that people keep saying, but for United, look, he's played in, you do know he's played in the position up top in the CAM role a whole bunch for United as well. People forget that. It's not like he's never played there. The reason he doesn't play there is because often we've given him the chance there in the past, and he's played there, and he's also done shit. So yes, he did have a good spell after Ollie first came in the CAM role for United, but he's just not influential enough for us as an individual. People keep saying, add the quality players around him, he'll get better. Yes, that's true of a broomstick, my friends. If you put better players around a broomstick, you're going to get more out of the broomstick. But the problem with Paul Pogba is he's just not influential enough for us. He's not consistent enough. He doesn't battle enough for us. He's not committed enough for Manchester United. I don't think so anyway. I don't ever see him going out there busting a lung, man. Look at Scott McTominay, how he plays. He looks like he's about to have a coronary, my friends. He's absolutely busting a lung on the pitch, and that's what I want. Whereas Paul Pogba is too nonchalant, my friends. There's a good French word for you. He's too nonchalant. That's what he is. All right, sorry, guys. I missed all your votes. Let me scroll back up and see what everyone said about Paul Pogba, sell him or not. Okay, hang on. Let's have a new vote because it's hard to say. Just write this word. Okay, Paul Pogba, sell or keep. Sell or keep. Right sell or right keep. Right sell or right keep. Sell or keep. Are you giving him a new contract or are you looking for a new club? Sell or keep, lads and lasses. Get in the live chat. Stephen T.Y. says sell. Jazario Fishy says keep. Dan Lake says sell. Batman Nightfan says sell. The Big Fish says sell. Account CB says sell. Stuart Stormtrooper Waller says sell. James says sell. Patrick McGregor says sell. Starbug UK says sell. Oh shit. George Best says sell. Twicassa says keep. Jay Zerario Fishy says keep. John McEwen says keep. Chichitaram Alozi says sell. Husamwa says sell. Rico Perch says sell. Jonathan Gallagher says keep. Diamond TD says keep. BJ TV says keep. Wayne D General says keep. Prince Ewika says sell. Carl Davis says sell. Hammy says sell. Cristiano Daniel says sell. How are you doing, Cristiano? WGD says just get rid. Anthony Evans says sell. Guys, thank you very, very much for having a vote there. I think, judging by that, it was 90% sell. Now, there were a bunch of keeps in there. They're still coming through. Diamond TD says keep. People United says keep. JH7HD says keep. So then, the keepers, guys, the people who think Paul Pogba should not go anywhere, we should offer him a new contract. Can I ask you why? Like, why do you think that Paul Pogba is such a good player for Manchester United? Do you think that he's just not played in the right position then? But then are you actually saying that we should maybe bench Bruno or something like that? Joe Broggs says got to sell. Jonathan Gallagher says it's mixed. It's very mixed. It is mixed. Hossam War says those people who said keep are not Man United fans. I don't understand the fascination with Paul Pogba, I'm going to be honest. I know everybody thinks that he's this world-class talent, and on his day, he's very good. But, you know what? On his day, so was Nico Kranjčar. You could make a compilation and make Nico Kranjčar look absolutely world-class. And he was very influential for Harry Redknapp, wherever he played. But I don't think you could ever say Nico Kranjčar was world-class. But it's a bit of a strange comparison, I'm not going to lie. But either way, he was more consistent than Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is not consistent. He doesn't turn up. He's not good enough. How can you say somebody's world-class when they are consistently not turning up for you? I didn't get it. I don't even get it. Juice Z says keep. He's not the problem. How can we give him all the blame? Hey, I'm not giving him all the blame. I'm just saying that he doesn't look like he even tries that hard out there for us. What was it the fourth goal or the fifth goal or the third goal? I can't quite remember now. But there was a goal that it was the fourth one, I think. Maybe the fifth. But at the end of the game there, Paul Pogba against Spurs, he could have got back for their fourth or fifth goal, whichever one it was. He was actually cutting across. He was trying to get in between the player and the goal, and he just didn't get there. But he was jogging, man. Now, either he's not physically fit, which, you know, is not really the case because these are all professional super bloody athletes. Or his head's gone and he didn't look like he was wanting to get back. And that's actually what happened. That's the actual truth. Because if you watch the footage, he is not galloping. He's nonchalantly meandering, my friend. He is an absolute meanderer. That's what he is. PP United says he's been played in the wrong position. Well, that is a fair point. You know, I don't like him at CDM. I don't think that he offers us anything at CDM. And not even CDM really, but the box-to-box 2 in midfield. If he's going to be playing the box-to-box player in that system, you know, Matic next to him probably gives him the best opportunity to do that because Matic gives him that defensive base. Pogba can roam a little bit and there's less emphasis on him defensively. But there's still some emphasis on him defensively and he doesn't like doing any of that. He's not good at handling any of that whatsoever. So for me, it's I agree. He's not played in his right position, but unless he's happy playing second fiddle to Bruno, I think it's time to say see you later on, Paul. See you later on, Paul. Thank you, Rushmano. He comments and says, subscribe to the channel. Top man, Rushmano. Yeah. If you're new to the show, make sure you do smash that subscribe button. And also do us a massive favour and smash that like on the video as well. Leave a little thumbs up on the vid. That'll give us a boost. Peter Coveney says, all world-class mids can play all across the field. Yeah, that's such a good point as well. Think about Paul Scholes. Now, Paul Scholes, he wasn't the best defensively, was he? Everybody used to say about Paul Scholes, he's a reckless tackler. And it was true. If you wanted somebody to maul somebody and not even really mean to do it, Paul Scholes was your man because he was reckless in the tackle. His sliding tackles and stuff, it's not like he was world-class at defending. I don't think anybody would say that Paul Scholes was world-class at defending. But you could play him as the deep line playmaker. You could play him as that pivot point in front of the back four. You could play him as that deep line playmaker because he had so much ability on the ball. He didn't need all that defensive guard because he's not giving the ball away stupidly. He's still got a good enough football brain and he's making things happen. He's ticking things over for you. So I agree with you. If you're a great quality player, then surely if you're a great quality midfielder, you can play, you could play in that position. Bastian Schweinsteiger, any of these players, they could all play CDM, they could play CM, they could play CAM. They're all good enough, whereas Paul Pogba, he's just not to me. He's just not. Steven Gerrard, say what you want about him. You could play him CDM, you could play him CM, you could play him CAM. You could play him left bloody mid if you're Sven-Goran Eriksson or whoever the toss it is, playing Paul Scholes on the left. Unbelievable. Ayush Sapkota says 175 likes. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much for leaving the thumbs up on the video. If you haven't done so, you know what to do. Leave that little cheeky little thumbs up on the video. The pig would be very much appreciative. Thank you to all the sausage soldiers out there and all the bacon brigade. Much love. Much love. Richard Obiqua says 4-3-3 is the formation for us. Pogba, Matic, Bruno, and we could see great results. Try Bruno in CM, dude. I mean, there you go. I mean, we've been talking about this a little bit recently, and I think that might be the way to go, but I just don't see Solskjaer doing it. But I kind of agree with you, though. I think if we had that holding midfielder, only problem is I think if you had that, you maybe need somebody who's a little bit more mobile than Matic, but he's actually been more mobile recently, so maybe he could be the man. Batman Nightfan says Pogba is an attacking midfielder. Bruno's supposed to replace him, but he couldn't sell Pogba. Yeah, that's very, very true, my friend. Stephen T.Y. man, sorry, I've missed your super chat. By the way, I haven't missed anybody else's super chats, have I? Because I haven't really been paying attention. I apologise. I've not been paying attention to the chat. I've just been looking at the camera. You know what I mean? Anyway, Stephen Ty says, who thinks Pogba will be a success in Real Madrid? Let's have a vote, guys. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Pogba would be a success in Madrid. I think he's got... The thing is with Pogba, this sounds weird, doesn't it? But I think if he went to Real Madrid or if he went to PSG or if he went back to Juventus, he would be a success. That's what really pisses me off about Paul Pogba. It's just he's not the right fit for Manchester United. It doesn't happen at Manchester United for whatever reason. I just do not understand it. It makes no sense. So that's what I think about it. I just think for whatever reason, he doesn't fit this club. Now... It's happened with players in the past. United have signed fantastic players. Very recently. Romelu Lukaku, not the right fit for this club. Alexis Sanchez, I don't think he was the right fit for this club. Juan Sebastian Veron, maybe not the right fit for this club. There's nobody doubting the ability of Juan Sebastian Veron. He was an awesome player, but he wasn't really an awesome player at United. It just didn't quite fit. It wasn't right. It wasn't home. And sometimes that happens, and it just doesn't fit. It's not that he's a shit player, just that it didn't quite happen at United. Same with Diego Forlan. Diego Forlan was an absolutely amazing player, but it just didn't fit at United. Just didn't fit. Same with Paul Pogba, I think. I think it's the same thing with Paul Pogba. And it could be the same thing with Slabby Maguire as well. I think Harry Maguire might just be one of those players that just doesn't fit at Manchester United. It just doesn't work. He can't handle the pressure. He can't handle the name. He can't handle the reputation. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, they cannot handle it. They cannot handle being Manchester United players. Edward Lamptey says, right, because we have shit round him, pig. We don't have shit round him though, do we, Edward? Well, I don't think we have shit round Paul Pogba. I mean, the backline shit, but everywhere else, crikey, in front of Paul Pogba and around him now, you've got Bruno, there's Donny there, there's Matic, you've got Greenwood, Martial, Rashford. These guys, none of them are shit. They're all great players that surely Pogba would love to play with. Problem is, he's not creating anything for them. He's not doing anything for them. Chicha M. Alozi says, let him go anywhere else. We don't need him anymore in United. Thank you very much for commenting, dude. You know what? I think I am going to do a FIFA stream tonight. What do you guys think? How many of you will come back and watch a FIFA stream? Because my throat was melting, but it's kind of not too bad at the moment. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'll probably do one at midnight if I'm going to do one. So let me know. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you will come back and watch a FIFA stream. Hayden says yes. Jim Joe Bodley, Wiggy says yes. Joe Blods comments, Pogba has the same issue Dele Alli has. Any tall attacking midfielder stands out and they don't defend because they fit the build of most current deep CDMs, but they're not. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, Pogba's not that type of player, really. He's a creative player, so it is quite annoying to expect him to do defensive duties because he's not good at that. But he is physical, he is athletic, he is box to box. He should be able to do it. I agree, Ashley, though. Ashley Jenkins comments, Donny van der Beek has to play. Thank you, WG. Says, get Pogba out simple. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. We could generate a bit of cash and go and spend that money to get up on Meccano. JH7HD says 1. GDMU, MUFC for Life says 1. Stuart Stormtrooper Waller. Guys, thank you. Welsh Red, The Big Fish, Ayush Sapkota. So you're all going to come back and watch FIFA if I do it, yeah? Because I am melting tonight, but I'm actually feeling way better than I did last night. I don't really know until I start speaking, that's what I mean. Because obviously I'm just chilling at home. Until I actually get on here and start speaking, I don't know if I'm going to start streaming or sneezing and all that sort of stuff. So so I'm feeling a bit better, guys. I'm still melted, but whatever. I might do it. I'm going to do it. Sarr comments, Sarr Sports is ready. Excelente. Excellent. I think I'm going to stream it then. Why the hell not? I think I'm going to do a FIFA stream. Let's be having you. Where are you? Let's be having you. So Don Piglioni will probably come out later. I've got a hoarse voice though, but you know, we'll handle it. Maybe we'll just do a 3-hour stream or something like that. We don't have to do a 5.5-hour stream like we have done for all the other ones, do we? You know, really. That's just me being a twat. You know what I mean? We don't actually have to do that. Rushmano, thank you so much for the super chat here. Comments, keep it up, dude. Rushmano, thank you so much. You keep it up too with all your awesomeness. Like literally all the awesome stuff you do for this channel as well, dude. All the help and support. And I'm not just talking like sending money, but I mean like, you know, giving me all the info and keeping up to date with what's going on. You're a legend. Thank you, Matty Rushmano. Much appreciated. Aresh YT says, I think Pogba is world class and hadn't had the correct manager to manage him. I think Zidane or Poch would be perfect. Pochettino, mate. Pochettino. Don't even come up with Pochettino, mate. I'm not having that. He's never won anything. Vincent Bullock, man. How you doing, Vinny B? Vinny B's in the house. Vinny B. Ricky Swift says, Christ, we had a 5.5 hours FIFA stream last night. Was only expecting it to be a couple of hours. There you go, yeah. We get carried away, don't we? We get carried away playing, guys. It's pretty addictive. Plus, last night was a long one because I couldn't win a bloody game. And I had to win a bloody game before I could go to bed. Clam J says, Rush Maestro. Hossam Wah says, Ollie lost his driver's license. Trust the process. Shazad Ahmed says, hi, Mr. P. Hi, Shazad Ahmed. How are you doing, Shazad? James is in here, says, he is Poch's player. Peter Coveney says, Fook Poch. Come on, guys. Are we serious now? I hate this Pochettino link. I hate it. I really do. I think he's not even won anything. It makes no sense at all. Let's have a vote in the live chat. Who would you want to be Manchester United's manager this season? Just write the name of whoever it is. Who would you want to be Man United's manager this season if you could? Who would it be? Who would it be out of who's around there in world football at the moment? Who would it actually be? George Best says, Ollie, that's the only correct answer that we should be looking for right now. That's the only answer, George Best 7. You got it bang on. Patrick McGregor says, Pochettino. Pochettino's a melt. Hector Rico says, Pochettino. Pochettino's a melt. David Whitford, Ollie. Primo Ollie. Absolutely. RSYT says, Zidane. I would like to see Zidane managing a different team, actually. I think it'd be interesting. Danny says Ollie. Zijan Mohammed says Ollie. Hammy says Roy Keane. David Whitford says Ollie. Yeah, Allegri says Mr. Ipswich Town. Fair play. I mean, look, you know, there's other answers coming in here, but I just don't think Poch. Yeah, that's right, Shazad. He says Poch is a bottler. Poch is a bottler. He's a bottler, man. Matry XXX says Poch won't come. I think, I don't know. I think he would come if United offered him the money and everything to come and manage. I mean, what's he even doing now, Poch? He's not really doing anything, is he? He needs a job. People United says Ian Wright. Ian Wright, right. It's funny, isn't it? Ian Wright's one of those players that, when he was a player, I just absolutely couldn't stand him, man. Absolutely hated him. But now it's like, oh, righty. You know what I mean? It's weird that, isn't it? Once they stop playing for your rivals and they retire, they just become sort of like people then. You know what I mean? Juice said, thank you very much, Juice, with a super chat here. Comments, not on Pogba. World class. We need him. It's the mood set by the club after transfer market. Last season, towards the end, we were world beaters and now we are stronger. You're right, Juice said. That's what people forget. It's not on Ollie. If not on Pogba, maybe. Fair enough. But, okay, you're right. Last point of the window, last part of the season last year, Pogba was pretty decent, but he did tail off towards the end of the season and have a bit of a mare. But you're saying not on Pogba, it's not on Pogba. World class, we need him. It's the mood set by the club after transfer market. Last season, towards the end, we were world beaters and now we're stronger. To be honest, when we did play Matic and Pogba post-lockdown together, that was probably the strongest we looked actually for those few months after lockdown. So I sort of understand what you're saying, Juice said. I mean, I can't really deny that when Pogba was in the team, we did look good. But actually, maybe Fred and Matic was the best midfield pairing last year. It's either Matic and Pogba or it's Fred and Matic. Let's have a vote, lads and lasses. Let's have a vote in the live chat. Thank you, Juice said. Let's have a vote in the live chat. What was Manchester United's most consistently best central midfield partnership last season? Write the names in the comments. Now, it's obviously not going to be McTominay because he just wasn't really consistently good enough throughout the season. I think for me, yeah, probably Matic and Pogba, but Matic and Fred also were very consistent, and I think it's more to do with Matic than Pogba. Like, Pogba was good, but Matic was really the player that was giving everybody the base to build on. That's why we were so good. Fred and Matic says Patrick McGregor, Ashley Jenkins, Fred and Matic, Matthew Anateo, Fred and Matic, Twicassa says Matic, Pogba and Fernandez, Rushmano says Fred and Matic, Vincent Bullock says Fred and Matic. Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to say, actually, because when Matic and Pogba were playing together after Pogba came back from fitness, it was very good. But actually, for 3 whole months, Matic and Fred held the fort down in midfield and probably played our nicest stuff, actually, if we're being honest now. So, actually, Paul Pogba didn't even have the best season of a central midfielder for us last year either. So, look, I'm not trying to hate on Pogba. I'm just saying I don't think he is as important to this football team as people think. Paul Pogba is not as important to this football team as people think. He's really not. Now we've got Bruno in, who's an actual leader and an actual character. If we had somebody who was defensively sound in that position instead, who allowed all of our creative players to go and create, because I don't think we have an issue with quality creative players, less even so now with the other creative players we've got coming in. We've got lots of options, whether it's your Palistris, your Traores, your Cavani's, or who we had before. We've got a lot of options up top there. The problem with our team is going to be the defensive guile at the back and also in the CDM role. Thank you, Ayush Sapkota, for getting in here. Flying Pig United. One fact about Manchester United. Since CR7 left, Manchester United's number 7 has scored only 15 Premier League goals. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow, man. I mean, it's no surprise, is it, with twats like freaking Alexis bloody Sanchez and stuff like that. Hector Rico says, if you think Ollie is on Poch's level, please don't discuss football with me. Well, I mean, look then, it's hard to really discuss football with you then, Hector Rico, because, I mean, they're very similar levels, if you ask me. They both haven't really won that much. In fact, Solskjaer's won more than Poch, because at least he's won the Norwegian League. And also, Solskjaer's managed a big club like Manchester United and finished 3rd with them in the league with a really threadbare squad, which instantly makes it more impressive to me than getting that shithouse Spurs into the Champions League and whatnot. So, to me, Solskjaer's already done just as much as Poch. It's funny, it's taken Solskjaer one season, and not even a great season, but one season to match all of Pochettino's achievements in the Premier League over the last decade. Nice one, Poch. You're obviously shit then, aren't you? It's taken him a season to match all of Poch's achievements over the last 10 years. And people somehow think Poch is amazing. Fuck that, man. He's useless. I don't want Poch anywhere near the club. Let's have a vote. Ollie or Poch? Hector Rico says Poch doesn't spend big. He's a top coach. Will Chan says, at this point, the sometimes in, sometimes out attitude of Pogba has to give. Long term, got to get him gone. Fair play to you, bud. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. He's got to go, really. Beata Thompson, how you doing, Beata? He says, after 3 more matches, where we will lose, of course, Schmeichel is back in Norway. You write it down and Poch will come in and make us play again. No, I don't think so, Beata Thompson. And even then, it would just be a quick fix. Even then, it would just be a, that whole new manager vibe that comes in, and often all the players are on best behaviour and performing 100% again because they're trying to impress the new coach. And it's just it's a fake progress, my friend. It's fake progress. We don't want fake progress. We want actual progress. We want actual improvements. And I'm sorry, it takes time to get these actual improvements, especially if you're not prepared to spend and quick fix. If you're not prepared to spend and quick fix, it's going to take time to build a new squad. And I don't think Pochettino would be able to do that any better than Ollie. So that's just my opinion. By the way, these are just my opinions, guys. I appreciate you, even if you totally disagree with me. I appreciate every single one of you guys that gets in and has your say. That is football. There's nothing wrong with having a different opinion to anybody else. That is football. If that's genuinely your opinion, if you're genuinely Ollie out, fair play to you, but you're a melt. Twicaster says, Poch, Ollie is a PE teacher. Oh, really? I mean, he got 3rd in the league last year, dude. I don't know many PE teachers that could spit shine Pep Guardiola's bald head like we did last season. I don't know too many PE teachers that could pat Jose on the head after we battered Spurs up. I don't know many PE teachers that could absolutely best fat Frank Lampard and then go round and give Christine Beakley a good portion. I don't know many people that could do that PE teacher-wise, my friend. So, a little bit disrespectful there. Salim Osman, what's going on? Torkham uses Ollie knows the club, he knows the ethos, and he knows what needs to happen, and Poch will not work out in the long run. Spot on, Torkham U. Totally agree. Ollie knows this club. He knows the foundations and the makeup of this club. Poch is not the man. He's not a United man. Look, to be honest with you guys, if Solskjaer does get sacked at some point, look, we have to assess the situation. Is he doing a good job? If he's not doing a good job come the end of the season, and he's got 8th with this squad, because even though this squad is not capable in my eyes of challenging or really getting top 3 again, I still think we should be finishing 5th or somewhere around there. And if we don't, I believe that would be a massive failure. So if he doesn't perform, if we do get 8th come the end of the year, you have to say, look, Solskjaer, even with this squad, with Martial, Rashford, all these guys, even if you've got a bit of a ropey defence, we should be doing better. So you have to assess it. You can't just blindly follow and support Solskjaer through the thick and thin forever now, even though he does need time. But we have to assess it. He hasn't even had time yet. He hasn't even had the season. We're assessing the last season, and he's done well. He did great last season. Let's assess the next season when we get to the end of the next season. It's a marathon, guys. We've only just got going, remember. So I will give him that time, but if a new manager does have to come in, if Solskjaer does deserve to be sacked in the future, and if he does get sacked and we do need to get a new manager, then we'll have to assess it. We'll have to get a new manager, but not that Pochettino meltbag. He is absolutely not a Manchester United manager. Look at Illa United's comment here. I'm just going to pin this comment here, Inna, and just show people, because Ollie won one title, Poch none. That tells you everything. Why is that impressive? It's not impressive to go and win a title in the Norwegian League, but Pochettino's won nothing. Solskjaer came in last season for Manchester United, signed his first full season as manager there. Got us 3rd. So, like I say, he literally matched all the achievements of Pochettino in his 10 years in the Premier League in one season. What the fuck? Okay, he got them to the Champions League final. Who gives a shit about losing in the Champions League final to the Scousers, man? You failed then, haven't you? You haven't won. So I personally think that Pochettino's a good manager, but he's nothing special. I don't want him. There's loads of managers I'd rather have at United than him. Loads. Edgar Garcia says Allegri over Poch. I'm with you on that one. I'd rather him too. Ayash Subcota says Allegri is better than Poch. Hell, say what you want about Bielsa at Leeds, you know. Look at how they're playing with their limited resources. You know, I don't even like the guy. I think he's a loose cannon. I think he's mental. But his teams play great football, you know. And that's what we want, isn't it? I'm not saying he's the right man. He's a lead scummer. And then, you know, what about whoever? You know, if you want to win games, if you want to be solid, if you want to, you know, okay, we don't want him because he plays too defensively. But what about Atletico Madrid's manager, Diego Simeone? He's a better manager than Poch too. He's a much better manager than Poch. Now, I don't want to play that style of football myself. So I'd go for somebody a bit more progressive and attacking, you know. But certainly I do think that Pochettino's an overrated manager. Yeah, that's right. Leeds did spend more than us, Ashley Jenkins. Disgusting. Just to let everybody know, we were 12th in the Premier League rankings of clubs spending this summer. 12th. Disgusting. Teams like Leeds United, Aston Villa, Sheffield United all investing more than us. Disgusting. Let me just cover some of the rest of the news, guys, because there's a bit more news. Barcelona were ready to accept a loan bid for Ousmane Dembele, but they wanted him to extend his contract with Barca. The player said no. That's from Fabrizio Romano's Here We Go podcast again. So that's quite interesting. MUFC were really interested in Federico Chiesa, and were trying to sign him. United contacted his agents, but the player said he wanted to stay in Italy. He had an agreement with Juventus for over a year. That's also from the Here We Go podcast. MUFC are in love with Amad Diallo and are convinced that they signed a star. Solskjaer FaceTimed Diallo and told him he's part of the club's future and that he is convinced he's ready to play for United. That's also from the Here We Go podcast from Fabrizio Romano. Tahith Chong scored in the 87th minute for Werder Bremen tonight. He next is second of the day. He got 2 goals tonight. And he's doing bits over there in the Bundesliga. Tahith Chong, my friends. Get in there, Tahith. Also, yeah, we've already covered that. Palistri shirt number 28. Great stuff. There we go then, guys. That's all the latest news. That's all the latest news on the show. There's over 500 of you guys tuning in still. Smash the thumbs up on the video if you haven't done so already and get involved. Let me just read a couple of your comments out, lads and lasses. Welsh Red says, winning football I want. There you go. I mean, okay, I understand you. You know, it's not necessarily about the style. It's just about getting the results. So maybe Jose wasn't the right fit. Maybe Diego Simeone wouldn't be the right fit. But if you actually won, then who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to do that? Legends. Oh, God, so sorry there, Tushar Gupta. Sorry, I missed your piggy emoji there. Super chat, dude. Tushar Gupta. Thank you so much, Tushar Gupta, you legend. Also, we got one here as well from Juice Z again. He says, how can fan base be Ollie out considering our incompetent board and owners? 4 managers in the same spending cycle and behaviour. Board doesn't push for titles. Hashtag Ollie in. Spot on, Juice said. Let's get the hashtags flowing in the live chat, everybody. I want to see a sea of Ollie ins. I want to see a sea of Ollie ins. Get your Ollie in. Get your Ollie in, lads and lashes. Hashtag Ollie in. Thank you, Juice said. I totally agree with you, man. I don't understand how anybody could be Ollie out. He got 3rd with us last season with a pretty bang average team. He bested all the top 6 managers throughout the season and showed good acumen at times in terms of tactics and stuff. Yes, he couldn't get it right all the time. Neither could the great Alex Ferguson. You can't get it right all the time, especially when you're first coming in and it takes time to do your work. Thank you very much, Juice said. So, bunch of Ollie inners here. There's a few Ollie outers creeping in. There's more Ollie outers than I could possibly shake a stick at here, actually. I'm not too happy about that. Hashtag Ollie in, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing this live chat spamming the Ollie out? You're having a nightmare. Anyway, Hector Rico says, Ollie isn't going to be back, so how can I back him? You just have to make yourself known that you have fervent support for our manager. And it's not the problem. He's not the problem. The problem is the owners. So you have to just, not blindly, but you have to at the moment strongly support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Stick up for him whenever everybody is saying Ollie out. Whenever these Ollie outers are mentioning that it's down to him. Stick up for him. You know, that's what you have to do. Look at all these people spamming Ollie out in here. That's ridiculous. He doesn't deserve to go out at all. He deserves to 100% get more time. Rushmano sent me a transfer update, dude. Thank you so much, Mr. Matty the Rushmeister. Let me have a look at this information that you just sent me through. Dude, thank you very much. Let's take a look. 2 minutes ago. Okay, then. Here we go. Sergio Romero is preparing to join the MLS after a move to Everton did not happen. Wow. So Sergio Romero could be going to the MLS, my friends. He absolutely should be. He absolutely should be. I mean, look, we don't know if this is 100% true or anything right now or what club he's going to in the MLS. But we should definitely give him the opportunity to do that. We smashed over 200 likes, guys, you legend. If you haven't done so already, smash the thumbs up on it. That helps boost this show out and helps us compete with some of the bigger, more meltier clickbait channels, etc. So, you know, if you got tired of some of those other channels that say this is done and this and that and all this business, you know, this is the place to hang out, really, guys. We don't say anything's done or any BS until it's actually done. So get involved with the channel if you're new to the show. If this is your first time here, smash the subscribe button. Make sure you do click the sub and smash the bell icon as well to be notified when we post live. And also leave a cheeky little thumbs up on the video, lads and lasses. Illy United says, Ollie out fans are not United fans. I find it hard to believe you could really believe that and think that way either and have any real understand. If you have any real understanding of United over the last 15 years, you would understand that Ollie is definitely not the biggest problem at the club. Now, are there better coaches out there in the world of football? Yeah, if you're going on CV and titles won and all that sort of stuff. But actually, if you're talking about somebody who understands Manchester United and somebody that maybe might build a foundation at United, I think he gets the club. So to me, he's a good man. Batman Night Fan says, hashtag Glazers out, hashtag Wilbur out, hashtag Ollie in. Thank you, Oblivion97. Nice one, Oblivion. Says, smash the like. Thank you. Jarvis Cocker says, plastics will always be Ollie out. Quick fix, BS. Numbnuts, in my opinion. People United says, Ollie bought Maguire. Give him captain and his shite. John Joe Kenny says, I think Pogba's world class if he gets back. Okay then, United Way says, Ollie out equals blue bitches city scum. Illy United says, I always will back him, Ollie for life. Thank you very much, Illy United. Good man. Primot says, people United, Joe Glazer did. Batman Night Fan says, Glazers out, Edward without, hashtag Ollie in. Good man. Peter Coveney says, all the Ollie outers are bots created by Ed to fill his needs. Probably. Yeah, he's just a fool guy for them. He's the scapegoat. That's what they do. They're already leaking the narrative, possibly preparing everyone that he's going to get the sack. They're saying this now, there's certain reports coming out about Poch and it could all just be BS. It does sound like BS to me. It sounds like just something to get clicks or sell papers or whatever it is. It just sounds like some made up BS. How can anybody be doubting Ollie right now? It'd be preposterous to think that they're not going to give him more time, at least after what he did last season, which was doing bits. Account CB says, Ollie is a miracle worker, took this team to third. This slump is down to the players now. Spot on, Account CB. You're so right, mate. Like, he did a miracle job getting third with this crap squad last year, especially at the start. Never mind, we didn't have Bruno until the end of Jan. So we didn't even have a creative player really to split defences. We were struggling against all the lesser teams who sat back and beating all the bigger teams, which just shows you that that the tactics maybe not necessarily the issue so much, but the tools in the team to unlock defences were the problem maybe. I don't know, because as soon as that happened, as soon as we did get Bruno, we started cutting teams open. So the tactics instantly improved down to the personnel, and I think that would be the case if we got somebody else as well. PayPal Pig says Vincent Bullock. Thank you very much, Vinny Bullock. You're absolute don. Let me have a look. I can't see anything coming through at the moment, Vincent. I'm not going to lie. Have you sent it to the wrong PayPal? Let me go on PayPal. But anyway, thank you very much for that, Vincent Bullock, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all for stopping by, all the support on the show lately. Like I say, if you're new, smash the subscribe and get involved with this great community of legends. We call them the Bacon Brigade, a.k.a. the Bacon Brigadiers, a.k.a. the Sausage Soldiers. Thank you so much to you all for being a part of the brigade, honestly. Serious part of the brigade. Let me have a look here. Hold on a second. Vincent Bullock, I found it. Vincent Bullock, thank you so much, dude. Sorry, I don't know why my PayPal's doing that. It's not working at the moment, man, properly. But let me just have a look. I have got it, dude. I've got it. Thank you, matey. Hey, was there a comment to go with it, Vincent, or not? Because I've only got a donation. Nothing to say that there's a comment to go with it, Vincent. But either way, thank you, man. Thank you very much for that, Vincent Bullock. You absolute don. You legend. Kenamoa says flying pig out. That's not going to happen. Akimbo26, what's going on, dude? Ayush Sapkota, Stephen Ty, Paul Vanderbeek, Batman Night Fan, Matrix XXX, Mark Voot. Hold on. Let me just have a look at this real quick. Just give me a moment here. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're a bunch of legends, though, guys. Jarvis, great comments tonight, pal. Absolutely spot on. Agree with you, Jarvis Cocker. He says the same people whose Ollie out would be Fergie out at the time. So true. You're so right, Jarvis Cocker. The people that are Ollie out right now are the same people that would be Fergie out in about 1989 or somewhere around there. Definitely. You're spot on, my friend. You are spot on. You're so right. Rushmano says transfer update, pig. What? There's still transfer stuff coming through, Rushmano. What? Okay, let's have a look here. Thank you guys for everybody. We've got some more breaking news. Let's have a look what it is. Deo Upamecano will be available next year due to a €40 million release clause in his contract. Manchester United, Manchester City and Liverpool are all named as interested clubs. Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much for that update there, Matt Rush. Yes, we understood that we thought it was 45 million, comes into effect next summer, but maybe 40 million. That's why maybe RB Leipzig would have been more keen to sell him for more money than that now, because they risk losing him for 40 mil at the end of the season anyway. But I guess they just would rather keep a really good quality player than lose him for 10 or 15 million more now for the season. But there you go. I think he's got to be number one priority for us in the summer, or one of the top priorities. We need to improve the centre-back position. I personally will be following him quite closely this season and watching how he's doing over there in the Bundesliga for RB Leipzig and in the Champions League and stuff. Like, if RB Leipzig are playing, I'm just going to stick it on the telly if I'm free, if I'm not doing anything, and just see how he's getting on. Because I just want to see how he's getting on. He looks like a really good young player, and I think that's somebody that United should be looking to bring in. Max York says Beckham in. Beckham, what a legend. Unfortunately, Beckham's got other interests now, doesn't he? He owns part of Salford City. He also owns Miami. He owns Miami FC. So, you know, he's probably not the man to come in, I don't think. John Anderson says, my boy skips my questions. I'm out. John Anderson, you what? I definitely don't skip your questions, man. I always read John Anderson. I literally go over to John Anderson. So you're having a mare there, bro. There's hundreds of comments coming through here, man. Anyway, thank you very much to everybody who's getting in here today. That's going to be the end of the vid for me. I'm sorry if I haven't responded to your message. There's loads of people that get in here and comment. Obviously, it's pretty difficult sometimes, especially when I'm reading articles and trying to look at the camera and stuff like that. So, you know, you just have to have a bit of patience, guys. I will definitely answer your questions if you keep getting in here. You know, that is what I do. I try to give everybody the time of day on this channel. That's my whole vibe. So I'm not having that. But Jim Joe Bobley, he says, Primot, have a good one. Rush Mano, latest Primot. Primot, you have a great evening, dude. Thank you for stopping by. He says, like and subscribe, you silly buggers. Thank you, Primot. Batman Night Fan, Anthno, Rush Mano, Clam J, Mark Voot, People United, FC United Forever. Dan Lake says, are you still doing FIFA tonight, Pig? Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. We might be starting about midnight now. Jarvis Cocker says, did you see the video of how weak Maguire defended Marcio at the red card incident? Yes, I did. What an absolute prat. This guy's an absolute he's not a captain, man. He's not a captain for me. Peter Coveney says, only channel to read everyone's comments, not just Supers. Absolutely, Peter. Professor Love for me says, hey, Pig, Omar Day's defo Ollie in, and he is a Liverpool fan. Nice one, Professor Love for me. Chip Douglas says, Pig is the main man. Thank you, Chip. Idiot United says, oh my God, 40 minutes. Paul Vanderbeek, Jonathan Gallagher, Dan23, one love to you. Hashtag Ollie in, Jonathan Gallagher. James Wright, Wiggy, yes, there is going to be FIFA tonight. If you're going to come back and watch the FIFA in about an hour's time, if you can't sleep, smash a 1 in the live chat. Thank you, Kelly Clough, James Wright, Dan Lake, Batman Night Fan, Edward Lamptey, Jonathan Briffer, Mr. Ipswich Town, Will Chan. Thank you so much. James Wright, everybody says, how long will the FIFA stream be tonight then? I don't know. I'm aiming for 3 hours, but it might turn out to be 5 again. We'll see if we can win a bastard game. But appreciate you all. Before you go, smash the like on the video, everyone. Subscribe and all that good stuff as well, so you can keep up to date with what's going on. GGMU, MUFC for life, Wiggy, JH7HD, Scott Gator, The Big Fish, People United, FC United Forever, Kalwani Malvalasi, Will Hampson, Batman Night Fan, Amir, Jarvis Cocker, Rush Mano, James Wright, Accountancy B, Talk MU, Jonathan Gallagher, Mr. Ipswich Town, IS Football, Ryan Burbsford 9, Mark Voot, Kaisi AM, James Wright, John, Nick Pendragon, Ayash Tupcoat, how you doing, Nick? Great to see you. Stephen TY, Batman Night Fan, 8563 Robbie, Georgie Best 7, Dan Lake, Jim Joe Pobley, Akimbo 27, and every single one of you legends. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you on the next one. More news coming tomorrow, of course. More Manchester United news. We're going to try and do that afternoon show, 3 in the afternoonish, and also tonight, like 9:30 UK time, every usual evening. Savu Lawn, Mark Wright, FC United, Vincent Bullock, Aaron Homeyard, Reggie, James Wright, Mark Vu, IS Football, Ayush, Stephen T.Y., Illy United, Abby Dixon, Rush Mano, and Ayush. Have a great day, everyone. This is The Pig. I'll see you later. Come back. Don't go anywhere. Come back on the channel in a bit for a bit more FIFA 21 managerial career mode with Don Bigliani, the bambino from Sicily. Come back and let's smash up some fools. I'll see you in about an hour, lads and lasses. Do not go anywhere. Well, actually, do go anywhere. Don't just sit here looking at the screen, you know, waiting for me to go. Do something else, but set a reminder. Look out for that stream. Okay, guys, have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Talk MU, Mark Vu, FC United Forever, Stephen T.Y., Jarvis Cocker, Dizzy Red Devil, Ricky Swift, Deepak Chetri, Will Chan. You have yourselves a great evening, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. This is The Pig. Come on, United. Sort your bloody lives out. Oops, I keep forgetting to trim it, man. Anyway, there it is there. These are the Patreon credits, everyone. Thank you, Dan Lake. Thank you, Jarvis Cocker, Will Chan, Vincent Boat, everybody, honestly. These are the Patreon credits to say thank you to everyone that supports the show on Patreon, and also tier 2 channel members appear on this list as well. Shout out to all the channel members, all the members of the Bacon Brigade, and all the viewers, not just the members, but everyone who just watches these vids. The best way you can support the show is to share it, like it, and interact. So appreciate everyone who does that. And also, these names running down your list right now, these are the people that support it on Patreon and also tier 2 channel members. There's a couple of people I need to add, such as Seaborn Gracias. You're going to get a special shout out, Seaborn. And I think maybe 1 or 2 other people, but you will definitely be added very, very soon to this list. Thank you so much to everybody that supports this show. Ariane Mishra getting in at the end. Mark Voot. Who else? Well, Wakey Wang. Jarcools. Dizzy Red Devil. Savulon. She says, please leave your rubbish in the bins provided at the exit. Keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Have a good one, Edgar Garfias. That's going to be it from me. Happy birthday, Vincent, for your birthday on Saturday, matey. Oh, you legend, Vincent. Thank you, mate. Have a great birthday for that. See you in a bit, guys. This is The Pig. I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.